Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. I hear one night of pleasure can turn into one night of pain, all right? And you are my antidote. That's how we gonna start this video. That's what just came down. Spirit says you already know the answers, all right? You already know the answers. You could be coming to this video and you are trying to get answers about someone. You want them to take you more seriously. You also want them to practice what they preach, so don't just talk about it. I need you to be about it. Don't just tell me about what you're going to do and what I need to change. I need you to open up and be aware and accountable too. So you can be button heads with someone. Some of you too, you get something beautiful in the mail that you're excited about. It can be a change in location, whether you could have been trying to, it could be a refund. You still didn't get your tax refund and you finally just go into the mailbox and you see a check and you're so excited. There's something that's about to come into the mailbox that you have been waiting for. Spirit wants you to know also that you are exactly what this person has been looking for. You are their weakness. You are their sweet tooth, and you do make them laugh. You can possibly also make this person cry, and they are running out of things to say to you. They feel like you do challenge them, and you hold them accountable. All right. And they may not say this. This person doesn't say this. And whenever they see you, it's like their heart races, So they may not say this to you. And this is probably why it's the first thing that's coming up in the reading. Because you're trying to figure out like this person's impossible. This connection is impossible. Let's see. You can also be helping somebody move, all right? You're either helping somebody move. They could have broke up with their boyfriend, or either they could have broke up with their boyfriend, their girlfriend, or they could have lost someone, like a mother, a father, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend. Somebody could have died tragically and they have to like clean up the house for them, and you're going to be helping somebody clean out a house. All right. Yeah, it's going to be also, I did say a time of pleasure can turn into a time of pain. But there's going to be lots of pleasure for you. It just means, yeah, you are finally awakening to what you're worth. All right. And you are going to stop doubting yourself. You're going to start to challenge your thoughts more and claim victory over your life. You could have been, I just keep hearing a messy divorce though. Some of you could have just had a really, really bad breakup, a really messy divorce, and you are starting to put yourself out there. Maybe you had to rebuild yourself back up after you had a breakup or a really bad divorce, and you had to like build your confidence back up. You could have had a partner who would try to beat you down with words and make you feel like you weren't worthy. And it caused you to start to play small, like small in your life, small when you go after love, and small in what you truly want. You could have settled or felt like you had to fix people, or compete with other women or compete with other men to like be with someone that you love. It's like you could have been with someone. Spirit also says this could be a generational curse of yours, like you could have had a mother who had to deal with this, and then a sister who had to deal with this, and then you could be the generational chain breaker where you are finally going to go after what makes you happy. You're no longer going to sit back and be the wife and play small, or numb down what you really want and what pleases you in order to please someone else. So you could have done this. You could have abandoned your own self and what you love in order to fix someone else or help make somebody else happy, to the point where you could have lost your own self and forgot what makes you happy. So now you're going to be really big on pleasing yourself. You're going to be really big on speaking up for what you're worth, and you're tired of people who feel entitled. You could have had a lot of people, or even company out here. You can have a lot of company around you that just felt very entitled to you. Because I even hear say the truth. you can find yourself to be a little bit more aggressive. Like, say the truth. I should say also too, because it could be a little bit more assertive. Maybe you felt like people weren't listening to you. They didn't understand you. You know, you would say one thing and then they would do another. So now you're going to be really more strong when it comes to your voice and telling people what you really mean. This is who I am. This is what I need. This is what I said. I said what I said, you know, and like, you're going to be like bossing up. You're just going to be bossing up. You're just not going to allow people just to walk over you and, force you into what they need you to be for them. Rather, you will say, I see this is you and this is what you need, but this is me and this is what I need. So like standing on what you need. And honestly, Spirit is saying that this is going to bring so much joy into your life. You was a people pleaser. That's what happened. That's what, you know, all that, right? Just to get to that. You were a people pleaser. You were really big at putting your needs aside to meet the needs of other people. And people were enjoying you being there for them and you weren't getting your needs met. And this is what it's going to be all about. You're going to find so much more joy now that you know what you need. I also hear pronounce you husband and wife. So with this new version of you and you standing up, maybe you could have been, you know, playing into someone's game and you could have told them like, I am a wife. I'm a husband. I need a ring. I need commitment. You know, like, are you with me? Because you could come to a point where Spirit says you're just getting stronger. You're getting really, really stronger. You're getting really, really stronger. And even some of you money, some people could have used their money as a weapon towards you. So you could have been in connections that people would try to control you, try to over dominate you and take over your life. And things could have got really out of control. And now you're finding your way back home to yourself. Because I even hear like, should I stay or should I go? You know, like, should I stay with this or should I just leave it? Or should I give this person an ultimatum? This is where you're going to get to the point where like enough is enough. Enough. Spirit says be careful. You have a habit of overspending, you know, so just be careful when it comes to your finances. And it is safe for you to trust yourself. Like, you could trust yourself. Is your intuition like hinting things to you and you don't know if you are right or wrong? And let me tell you something. Your intuition is going to be your best friend. Your intuition is going to be right. Let me tell you where you're going to be wrong at. When you feel it in your gut and you ignore it, or you become passive aggressive. Do not be passive aggressive with people, because people are going to take advantage of you if you just don't speak up and tell them, you know. Yeah. So this is you taking back control over your life, and especially when it comes to your love life. All right. Some of you are readers. I see you doing readings for people. So some of you guys can be getting into tarot yourself and doing readings for people. And this also shows like taking better care of yourself, taking better care of your heart, because the better that you take care of your own self and the more you love your own self and pour into yourself and stand up for yourself like a parent would, the better the love gets for you. So let me see. I just hear it like choosing me as an enemy, choosing me as the opposition ain't gonna be your best choice. I just see you. Yeah, you expect more from people. And that's another thing too. Spirit says this could be one of your wishes. Like, you expect more from people. You could have had an issue with, like, for Christ's sakes, the love, the loyalty that I give to others. They are not giving it back to me. Your expectations and your standards are going to be increasing because you feel like you are there for people. You are supportive of people. You show up for people and you pour love into people. And people that are wounded, you take care of them like they were your own child, and they are not your child. And you have the expectation for people to give to you and treat you the same way, the same loyalty that you give out to others. You're going to have the I want it back. I want it back this time. You see what I mean about like people pleasing? You may also have an ex who's going to try to come back. They could have rebound to someone. When they come back, I hear you saying, I bet you the grass wasn't greener on the other side. You could have known that. Spirit says manifestations take time because, you know, your mind, your thoughts, and your heart has to be in alignment in order for the manifestation to come to you. What could have been blocking some of your manifestations were like harboring disappointment, harboring pain, still going over and over in your head about how people could have like been disloyal to you. Losing trust in yourself, losing trust in others is what could have threw you around, you know. So like Spirit says, you're going to be expecting marriage. Don't just have me strung along in this connection and having me play wife to you, play husband to you, and you are not fully committed to me. So your expectation is going to be marriage in this, like a union. Ooh. And you also are, some of you guys can be married into money, by the way, because it says change. It says change, and it also says privileged woman. So you are a privileged man. See it where it fits. Get it where it fits. Stick it where it fits. You understand? You could be married into money. Like somebody has money and you're going to be married into money. It can also be too, your income changes, because once again, if you do get married, you have an income. Your husband, wife has an income. Of course, it expands your finances, but you're just going to be coming into more money. All right. Let me see who this person is. That's another thing too. You feel like people are trying to play you down, like you don't make a difference in their life when you actually do. You know you make a difference. Spirit says you've been struggling with this, like people trying to play down like how much you mean to them, how much you being by their side has changed their life for the better, and you're just getting tired of it. So you do expect more from people. Whoever is in your life can be an air sign or somebody who just spies on you a lot. Why do they expect the worst? Let me see. See, another thing too, the page, it could be somebody who's emotionally immature, and this is why you're struggling with them, you know? You could be a grown woman, a grown man out here, but if somebody is not emotionally mature, it don't matter how old they are, they still gonna act very young. So emotionally, they're very immature, but this person is also very intuitive. Spirit says too, they can get a little intimidated by you. You be asking questions. You be catching this person off guard, and you ask questions, and that can like rattle them. It can also trigger them, because they would have to go into a place where, you know, if you ask somebody a question that catches them off guard, they have to tell the truth. They don't have enough time. This is why you got to speak to people in person. Don't do that texting. With a text, a person has time. They have time, and they also can fake emotions through a text. If you get them on the phone, you get them in person, they don't even have time to like fake respond and have you on hold, or you can read their energy better. You can see their posture better if you catch them in person and speak to them. But this person is going to be speaking to you honestly about why the connection has been going so slow, and how they've been having a lot going on. And it could have even been like they could be, let me see. They could have been trapped to an ending, and this is what's prolonging the connection with you. You know? They could have been tied to an ending, trapped in fear about something that happened in their past, something that's done. Because look, I hear my time is precious. You don't want nobody to waste your time, because your time is so precious, and this show's ending. So you have a person that's moving slow with you because they're still trapped in the past. They're still trapped to something that's done. Something that's done, something that they completely released that they're still tied to. Why they tied to it? Hold on. Why are they still tied to something that's ended? Whoever this person is, they have a lot of passion for you. They want a new beginning with you, but they could have been tied. They could have been tied to something. Oh, because they felt left out in the cold. You know, when you feel left out in the cold, it's like a lack of closure. So they felt left out in the cold. They could have been with a I hear going, they need therapy, or they're going to be going to therapy. They're probably embarrassed to tell you that they don't bounce back so quick after things. They're not really that great with change. Maybe you're good with change and they're not good with change. But they could have been with an earth sign, you know. It got bad for them. It got really dark with whoever this earth sign was. I'm going to let you know that. Because Spirit says they were so hurt that to the point where their life started to spin out of control. They wasn't keeping up with their bills. They weren't keeping up with their appearance. They could have started to drink. And they could have just like spiraled out. They could have spiraled out really, really bad when things came to an end with this Queen of Pentacles. Let me see. Yeah, you get a lot of recognition in this season. Spirit says you're going to be aware of it. You're going to get lots of recognition. I also hear people who have hurt you are going to be so embarrassed. People who try to throw you under the bus. People who try to like spread lies about you. They're going to be so embarrassed by you and so threatened by you. You know, like people who try to ruin you. It didn't even work. But this this person, they find you to be very, very sexy. They do. I want you in my life forever. You know, they find you to be very, very funny. And they feel so comfortable around you. They just need, let me tell you something. They love cuddling you. And they are ready for the next level with you. Okay. You also have somebody that they feel like they're going to stop sharing their business with you because I guess you're too honest. You're too honest, Scorpio, and your honesty triggers this person. So they're going to stop sharing their business with you. If you notice that a person cuts back on how much they tell you, they're doing it because they do feel like you have good luck, but sometimes they just feel like they're not ready to hear what you have to say. So they may start to cut back on how much they tell you. They may start to be more of a listener and an observer and less saying what's going on with them. And it could even be a sibling. It could be your sister. It could be a sibling that is going to stop telling you. Yeah, so Spirit wants you to go with the flow when it comes to your work. Why do you feel guilty when it comes? You have a lot of success. You feel guilty about being successful? Are you guilty about what people are going to think about you? You know, you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You doing things that you haven't done before, and things are getting good for you. And you feel maybe you could have been used to being seen in one way, and now you're successful, and you're afraid of people thinking that you coming up like the Jeffersons, and they looking at you different because you starting to win now. I'm going to go on to the extended. You already know on the extended it goes down. I'm going to do a full spread on your person and see what else is coming up with them and what are they hiding from you, as well as any more work messages. Okay, I hope this helped you. I send you so much love and light.